Hello whiskey lovers and welcome to another one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings. I was just reading in this book, All Belgian Whiskies, which is actually quite an interesting book about Belgian whiskey, obviously. And it's really very well written, and the good thing is, it's both in English, in Dutch and in French, so what's not to like? This was written by Patrick Ludwich, and in his book he lists all the current releases of Belgian whiskey that you can find with beautifully high detailed pictures in there as well. And he explains why he has written the book. Actually, his plan is to put Belgian whiskey on the map once and for all. Now, I'm sure that many of you already know that there are quite a few Belgian whiskies, and some of them are quite good, some of them are not so good. But anyway, Patrick Ludwich's plan is to promote Belgian whiskey in his very own way. And one of the ways he plans to do this is to release 40 bottles. So 40 bottles is the name of the series that he will bring out, and he will release single cask releases from the various different Belgian distilleries. And this is the very first one that was released in November 2021, and that's of course the one that you can see right here. And that's the one we will be trying today. But if you have any affinity with or interest in Belgian whiskey like I do, then this book comes highly recommended. Just saying. It's still available from finespirits.be. There you have it. So, the very first whiskey, and that's the one we will be trying today, it's a 50 centiliter bottle, so it's just half a liter. And this is a single cask from Wave Distil. Now, Wave Distil is a small craft distillery in Dinant. And Dinant, or Dinant, as they say in French, is in the French part of the Belgian country. And Dinant has... its claim to fame is the fact that Adolphe Sax was born there, and Adolphe Sax obviously is the inventor of the saxophone. Hence the little cartoonish-like figure on the label playing the saxophone. So from Wave Distil, a craft distillery in Dinant, 10 years old on a virgin oak cask. So I expect this to be quite spicy. And as you can see, despite the fact that it was 10 years old on a virgin oak, it is still quite light colored in my opinion. I would have expected a little more, but hey, it's what it is. 60% ABV. The Wave Distil, 10 years old, single cask at cask strength of 60% with a sunlight color on the nose. It's quite fresh, but I have to be honest, it needs a little bit of time, so I think I do need to give it a bit of hand warmth here. And then I get some vanilla, some lager malt, some almonds, quince and lime. It does not burn at all, despite the fact that this is 60% ABV. But it's not very outspoken either, I have to be honest. So fair is fair. Right, on the palate. Quite spicy now, but nevertheless, water is not needed. It tastes quite young. Even after 10 years, I do get a bit of new makey notes in there, but those who know me know that I have a soft spot for new make, so I don't really consider that to be a problem. But I get some vanilla, white fruit, some grapes, green grapes, almonds, lime, and then a bit of a hint of lemongrass. And the funny thing is that it reminds me a tiny bit of IPA. Now let that be my favorite beer style, so again, not really a problem. Quite peppery now, quite spicy indeed, and that is of course from the virgin oak cask. Right, on the finish. Well, that finish is long, spicy, sweet on vanilla and citrusy notes. Well, this whiskey is undoubtedly made according to the rules of the art, but in terms of smoke, in terms of taste development, smell and taste development, I do believe it still has a bit of a way to go. But hey, as far as I'm concerned, it's always nice to be a little bit chauvinistic, especially when there's so much going on in the world. So let's be a little bit chauvinistic and like this Wave Distil 10 years old. It's still available on the website, 99 euros, which is not cheap, let's be honest, because this is only 50 centiliters. So if it were a 70 centiliter bottle, this would be 140 euros, something like that. not cheap for a 10 years old Belgian whiskey, but hey, you know, it's promoting the Belgian whiskey. And as a Belgian myself, obviously I have to be a fan of this, even though it needs a little bit more time, smell and development wise. Now, let me just put it that way. It's a bit youngish, but it's perfectly made. It is flawless, let me put it that way. So a very nice inaugural release from the 40 bottle series by Patrick Ludwig to put all Belgian whiskies on the map out there. And that, my friends, is all for this Whiskey Rambling. And I hope to see you at one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings real soon. And until then, may the malt be with you. Bye-bye.